This was the problem in class that we tried to do at the very end and I wasn't able to get through. And it all really hinged on, it will be a much easier problem if we convert everything to hours. So remember we had a plane and they were going a round trip. First they were going with a headwind, and so it caused them to take 4 hours and 36 minutes to fly the 1,300 miles. But when they came back, they had a tailwind, so they were able to make up some time, and it only took 4 hours to fly the 1,300 miles. So what we're going to do is we're going to let the speed of the plane be s, and the wind speed, we're going to let it be w. And we're going to use the fact that we know that there is a formula, distance equals rate times time, and we'll be able to set up two simultaneous equations so that we will be able to solve to figure out what the wind speed was and the speed of the plane. We do want to make sure, though, that we convert the 4 hours and 36 minutes to 4.6 hours so that everything is the same units. So let's look at this first equation. With the headwind, we are going to be flying 1,300 miles. That's going to equal the rate times the time. We know that with the headwind flying against the wind or into the wind, the time was 4.6 hours. And our rate is going to be the speed of the plane, let's do this, minus the speed of the wind. So S minus W. And in the second equation, they still flew 1,300 miles. This time, it only took them 4 hours. But their speed is different. It is the speed of the plane plus the speed of the wind. So if we take a look at the first equation, 1,300 equals 4.6 times S minus W. And we divide both sides of that equation by 2. We will have 650 is equal to 2.3 times S minus W. Okay, the reason that I did that is just to make the numbers smaller, but I know that whatever I do to the right-hand side of the equation, I can do the left-hand side. So dividing would be fine. We would cancel the 2 here and we get the 2.3 and then distribute it through the parenthesis. So we will have 650 is equal to 2.3s minus 2.3w. Now if we look at that second equation, 1,300 is equal to 4 times s plus w. We can actually divide both sides of the equation at this point by 4. The 4's are going to cancel on the right hand side, so that leaves me with s plus w is equal to 325. 1,300 divided by 4. So the system of equations that we want to solve is 650 equals 2.3s minus 2.3w, and 325 equals s plus w. Since this one already has a leading coefficient of 1 with the s and the w, I can go ahead and solve this for s and get 325 minus w is equal to s by subtracting w from both sides of the equation. And I can solve this system by substitution. So what I will do is I will take the first top equation, 650 equals 2.3s minus 2.3w, and where I see an s, I'm going to substitute it in for what s is, the 325 minus w. And now I have one equation with one variable, just W. So I'm going to solve for the wind speed first, and then I will go back up and figure out what the plane speed is. So first I need to distribute the 2.3 through, so I'll get 650 is equal to 325 times 2.3 is 747.5 minus 2.3W minus 2.3W. So 650 minus 747.5, I get that by subtracting the 747.5 from both sides of the equation, equals negative 4.6W. So if I simplify on the left-hand side of the equation, I'm going to get negative 97.5 is equal to negative 4.6W. If I divide both sides by negative 4.6, I'm going to get that W is equal to 21.19 miles per hour. Okay. Now remember, if I want to now find out what S is, I need to take this and I'm going to substitute it right back into that equation, and that will tell me what S is. So S is equal to 325 minus 21.19 miles per hour. So S, the speed of the plane, is going to equal 303.81 miles per hour. Okay. I hope this clears any confusion up that we had at the end of class.